While some believe that traditional time-honoured tools and techniques hold all the answers, in recent years the UK construction industry has seen the beginnings of a quiet revolution. Radical, innovative approaches to challenging built environment issues have borne fruit in exceptional construction and operational performance. Better solutions delivered faster, with fewer defects and lower running costs. The companies leading these changes have demonstrated that outstanding additional value is on offer, and the gap between the best and the rest has perhaps never been wider. This toolkit seeks to bring together much of the new best practice into a single accessible source, available to all. Sponsored by the Pan-Industry Strategic Forum for Construction, the toolkit offers information, advice, guidance and training, signposts and pointers to help you find answers that suit your particular projects and challenges. For those on board, the toolkit holds out a future of exceptional promise, as improved performance feeds through to higher demand. But for any companies left behind, rising customer expectations and improving competitor performance will pose serious challenges. The toolkit embodies a fresh, modern and powerful approach to the tasks of managing collaborative activities. At its heart is better business integration, the key to cutting waste, avoiding duplication, and unlocking improved performance and fulfillment. This integration has two key strands: bringing together effective supply chains and making best use of those supply chains in the project environment. Real integration happens when both strands are in place. Integration starts with the clients and the supply chains that regularly support them. Clients are rarely single entities. Normally they consist of a mix of departments and functions, working in-house or externally, covering a range of skills and brought together to meet the needs of each specific activity. To make anything happen, these client clusters need supply chains, and supply chains touch client clusters through a number of different points of contact. Historically, most clients had a limited view of their supply chains, only coming into direct contact with their consultants and a few key suppliers. They often knew little about the organizations, people and processes delivering much of the work on the ground, the manufacturers, suppliers and subcontractors that most activities depend on. And with that limited knowledge came a limited ability to foresee, avoid or resolve problems, to implement more efficient practices and to achieve better performance. Planning is greatly enhanced when everybody has their supply chains in place, understands who does what and how they do it, and can contact the relevant people at any level as need arises. This is supply chain integration, with clients fully aware of the people, processes and structures they depend on, and able to contact and draw on a full range of specialist inputs. The second strand of integration involves working closely and effectively with those supply chains under the pressures, deadlines and budget constraints of the project environment. Each project starts with the emergence of a business need. Parts of the client cluster focus on that need. They pull in skills from their supply chains to form a small pan-industry advisory team which identifies what the need means in delivery terms. When necessary, additional skills can be brought in at this stage from outside of the normal supply chain. To avoid duplication, some rationalization may be needed. The advisory team then looks very closely at the client's business need and establishes the key value criteria for the project. On any particular project, speed, or economy, or sustainability, or outstanding architectural merit might be paramount. From this process, the advisory team develops an appropriate strategic brief, a clear, fully informed statement of the business need expressed as a working space requirement. The advisory team then expands into a core project team, which can begin to consider potential strategic solutions and select the most appropriate of the options available. As the best solution emerges, the core team then further expands to include all the specialist skills necessary to turn the concept into a fully detailed, delivered and operating product. This is the integrated project team in action, working collaboratively on a shared agenda, with common goals, collectively resolving issues as they arise by balancing the short-term priorities of delivery against the longer-term needs of whole-life management. Once delivery is complete and the finished article has been thoroughly tested and commissioned, elements of the core team stay in place for another significant improvement on historic practice, the project proving phase. This involves supporting transition to the owners and occupiers, including those responsible for operation and maintenance, ensuring that the specific features of the project are properly understood and that the original strategic brief and value criteria have been fully met. This can take weeks or months, or for a PFI project, it might even be years. And then it's time for a process review. This is a thorough analysis of all aspects of how the project team set out to meet its strategic goals, how well those goals were met, what went right and what went wrong, what should be repeated and what should be improved on. It provides valuable data and learning experience for all involved. Specific learnings can be fed back to update and extend the toolkit, enhancing the information available for wider sharing. With the process review complete and the original business need now satisfied, closure is reached. It's time to release the core team back to normal working or onto other shared projects. So, the Toolkit from the Strategic Forum for Construction is an industry-wide initiative to transform construction performance, building on current best practice and providing a framework for deeper integration and more effective collaboration. It offers the opportunity to build a more cohesive, focused and efficient industry, harnessing the full collective potential of the entire skill base and delivering superior value to clients, their supply chains and society. Radical improvements in construction performance will require real leadership and continuing commitment. As part of the industry, making it happen is in our own hands. The Toolkit gives us the blueprint. Now, let's get on with the job.